In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Hold on a minute, we just started, we're already talking about murder. How the fuck did they find the body? Wait, so Sparkle wasn't imitating Sampo? I want to say the hammer again, but I don't feel like that's the case.
20 minutes later.
Oh, wait, of course. Okay, people, it's a brand new day. We have got more Honkai Star Rail content to do. This time we got Black Swan's companion quest. Which, give me a minute. There we go, we're playing as Black Swan for the sake of the companion quest. Let's go. Thanks, mate. Is that usually how you welcome customers?
Oh, please excuse. I struggle to think of an appropriate way of addressing such esteemed guests as yourself.
I mean, my reputation does precede me.
I've already made the necessary preparation. Be careful. We do pass the safety inspection stipulated by Article 027. First, Article 076.
But
This string strap will feature unfiltered and unpolished fresh honey. It will make for a very vivid experience.
fucking love that.
Veteran game. Call this type of dream a thrill dream. Or interactive. If you feel any discomfort, please leave the dream state immediately and seek professional help.
Bro, I already need professional medical help, but that don't do shit.
Luckily, I just so happen to be an excellent doctor. And a psychiatrist. Let us begin. Please, close your eyes and rest your forehead on the dream.
So, like so?
Oh, yes. That elegant girl mentioned something before she went.
Elegant, we say? Is that
The
so?
nature of this memory is special. Don't ruin the dreamscape experience for anyone else by spoiling the ending.
Great. Okay, Black Swan is in your team. Okay, beautiful. Right, Black Swan, going there. I'm gonna pair her with Mommy Kafka, because Kafka's Bay. I'm gonna put Silver Wolf
Kafka. Can I go off script this time?
9. And Fushwen, I'm gonna quickly swap these two around, and then we will get straight into it. Okay. Oh gosh.
In my estimation, there is no question about it. This is murder.
Hold on a minute, we just started, we're already talking about murder. How the fuck did they find the body?
Murder. Such a foreign word to us. The people of Penacony could never come to any harm while under the watchful protection of the family.
Obviously not.
In a dream, even if you're bashed 1,000 times with a hammer. At worst, you'll still wake up in reality in a hotel.
So what's changed?
Not necessarily. Even if the result does not constitute harm, the criminal intent is clear enough. You specifically came here to cordon off the scene because of the unsavory nature of this case, right?
Why is my webcam making me float?
You're not wrong.
Okay, people, I'm fixed.
Even if there are no casualties, being smashed over the head with a hammer in the middle of the street for no reason at all. This is not the kind of thing that happens on Penacony.
Obviously not. I mean, if it was me, no one would have found the body.
You are guests of the Oak family, so you may investigate the crime scene. I'll be on standby over here.
Beautiful. Members of the Bloodhound family.
Are you a witch? Just how did you manage to convince them in the blink of an eye that we're some kind of detectives?
Hey, Sampo, do not talk negatively about the witches, please. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, we're playing as Black Swan. I mean, happy about that. Tell the truth.
Just some suggestions at the memory level. If something happens in everybody's memory, then that something becomes a fact. If we had a little more
Not
time,
wrong.
I could have even convinced her I was shilping the harmony.
Oh, Christ.
Then on to the next order of business. Let's discuss your companion, shall we?
Wait, so Sparkle wasn't imitating Sampo?
Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection. I've been watching you for quite some time. You stole a glance at me when you first entered the hotel. You followed me wherever I went inside the dreamscape. In the windows along the commercial street. In the pond water reflections of the Ideal Park. Even in the reflections of the wine glass. Everywhere.
Like, mommy's everywhere, boys.
My dear, do you have a crush on me?
Yes,
Well then,
I do.
seeing as
I volunteer.
you're so interested in me, let's play a little game.
Is it D&D?
I left a puzzle for you near OT Mall. Solve it and prove that you're capable of pleasing me. If you can solve it, then we can talk.
That is so cool that, like, she's talking through the mask, though.
Don't leave me waiting, my dear. Before Penacony gets flipped upside down, try to find me, catch me, and stop me.
I'm gonna need a stronger cup of tea for this. Hold on. Okay, right, we're back.
There's actually more than one memo keeper who's come to Penacony. She's
Oh?
mixed me up with someone else. But no harm, no foul.
Who's the other memo keeper?
The address that the mask gave you was right here. But you never would have thought that when Miss Sparkle mentioned a game, she was talking about wanton slaughter on the streets of Penacony.
Excuse me?
Such a direct act of provocation is enough to get my competitive side worked up too.
I'd love to see her competitive
Madam,
side.
Forgive me. I had no idea about anything she said. As you saw, I went through a brain scan and everything. I'm just a friend, helping her deliver a letter. That's all. I never knew this was actually a declaration of warfare.
Does Sampo's actually genuinely
They say
here
you
then?
shouldn't kill the messenger. So maybe you can just, let me go. You all are the big shots here. I'm really not on your level.
I mean, that sounds like a bullshit excuse.
What a frightened look you have. Don't worry. Since this has nothing to do with you, I won't be suspecting you of anything. Why don't you come take a stroll with me?
Oh, seems like I can't escape being an assistant detective. Oh, fine. It's all fine.
I'm so confused. So wait. Right, I'm genuinely confused. So does this mean that Sampo himself is actually on Penacony? Alongside Sparkle, and Sparkle imitated him at the end? I'm so confused.
Anything you'd like to know, please ask away.
Why is she so thick? Regarding the victim.
Who was the victim?
An IPC employee named Shamari. Eyewitnesses reported that a tall, strong man wearing a large robe with long sleeves walked right past Shamari and suddenly assaulted him with a hammer. Shamari collapsed on the spot and woke up from the dream. The murderer vanished in a flash.
Ooh, that sounds just like Sparkle. Her best asset is transforming her appearance to look like someone else.
Interesting, okay. Regarding the sweet dreams trope present at the crime scene.
Who are those two little guys?
Little?
Seems like the assailants stole the troop from elsewhere and deliberately placed them here. What nerve. They don't even have the slightest consideration for public order.
That sounds like Sparkle.
Those two have clammed up. I wonder if you two could help pry open their mouths.
Oh, we can do more than that.
Like a puzzle that Sparkle has left behind for you.
What a cow. Regarding evidence at the scene of the crime.
Any leads yet?
This is a developing case, so there aren't many clues yet. All we have to go by are the weapon used by the assailant and the victim's ID.
Yeah, that's definitely a Sparkle
Didn't even
weapon.
take the weapon with them. Sounds like they're trying to provoke us.
we summon the victim?
Where's Mr. Shamari right now? I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. The Oaks came forward and calmed him down. Mr. Shamari expressed that he understands the unpredictable nature of dreams, and went on to vacation in another dreamscape.
Then bring him here!
Best not to bother him. Guest experiences always have to come first.
Oh, I'm afraid by the time we find him, half of Penacony will have been sent back to reality by Sparkle.
Sampo shushed.
Looks like we'll have to play this little game of sparkles then.
Beautiful. We do like a little bit of a game. Right, come on you two. Fess up. What did wife do?
Well, you're here. I'm the constable, and this here assisting me is the bailiff for this case. Mr. Coldfeet, why'd you do it?
So they can talk after all. Miss Black Swan, they're heading straight for you.
Why are you looking at me?
Don't interrupt, I wasn't talking to you. I understand Lady Black Swan has quite the intellect. I'm sure you'll be able to get to the bottom of the Sparkle murder case.
The Sparkle murder case? Wasn't the victim Shamari from the IPC?
That.
You're wrong, Lady Black Swan. The victim is evidently none other than the matriarch of the Goldhammer family, Miss Sparkle Goldhammer.
What?
Oh, I guess Miss Sparkle has written herself into the skit here, and this has nothing to do with the actual case. Goldhammer? Is that her real surname?
I would assume no.
Never heard of it. Sounds made up. Sparkle doesn't sound like a real name either.
She's shrouded in mystery.
Was supposed to receive 3 valiant warriors at the Goldhammer residence today, but upon their arrival, all they found was her body.
Okay.
Sparkle had been smashed over the head by a hammer and died on the spot. Such a brutal act of violence. My investigations discovered that the 3 warriors were supposed to escort supplies back to their territory the day before, but they were unexpectedly ambushed by the Annihilation Gang.
Oh, shit.
They narrowly escaped and barely got away with their lives, finding their supplies almost completely raided. So they all shared a motive for killing Miss Sparkle, to escape punishment.
The 3 of them teamed up to kill her.
Is the case closed?
No, there can only be one murderer. It's an unsolved mystery if there are 3 murderers.
I mean, technically...
Wait.
So technically there could be more than one murderer, but I guess when they're saying murderer, they mean the person who actually hit the victim with the hammer. So the other 2 would be assailants in this situation.
If you can't justify it, don't bother.
Got it! Those 3 were all vying against each other to be number 2. They couldn't have cooperated on anything. So it must have been one of them acting alone.
That actually doesn't make much sense. Even if they were on bad
It's,
terms,
what?
those 3...
Oh!
Please begin your investigation, Lady Black Swan. There are lots of clues at the crime scene that are sure to help you apprehend the real culprit.
It's all like just a big game to Sparkle then, basically.
If you want to learn more about the suspects, talk to me.
Okay. Right, let's talk to him about the suspects.
Lady Black Swan, allow me to introduce the 3 suspects to you. Lefton, Shongshan, and Bright.
Okay.
Lefton is one of Miss Sparkle's chief lieutenants, whose right hand was unfortunately severed while he was valiantly fighting off the Annihilation Gang. He's now learning how to write and hold a fork with his left hand. How tough that must be.
I don't think that is going to be the person who is the murderer then, because obviously if they only got one hand, using a hammer of that size is going to be a problem.
Then there's Shongshan. This guy's a coward who ran away as soon as a group spotted some bandits along the road. He ended up smashing into the side of a cliff and getting his face disfigured. It's a real shame, as he used to be one of the rare handsome men left around town.
Bruh.
Last of all comes Wright.
This guy was so insatiably greedy that he still came back to try and embezzle the rest of the supplies after they narrowly escaped with their lives.
What the hell?
Lying about how the gang had taken off with everything. Left an injunction and were so incensed that they broke his legs.
Hang on, I'm confused here. Left on? Right? Is this some kind of joke?
Sampo shushed.
What? Where did you get that idea from? Do you need me to go over it all again?
That won't be necessary.
That won't be necessary. I've memorized every detail.
No wonder you're a memo keeper.
Indeed. Okay, so we got this.
Look, an ID card. Talent Motivation Department, Shamari. Is this the victims?
Mr. Shamari's belongings should have disappeared alongside him as he woke from the dreamscape. The fact that this ID is here means Miss Sparkle placed it here on purpose to prove that she definitely attacked someone.
Right. This is very confusing. Let's have a look at this hammer, because that is definitely Sparkle.
Holy! This hammer is super heavy! This must be the murder weapon for the Sparkle murder case.
Would they really use such a big hammer?
Sparkle also used it to attack Mr. Shamari.
I'm barely able to lift this using both hands. I have no idea how Sparkle could ever use this to hit a target.
Maybe she didn't. That definitely rules out the guy who's only got one hand. Sort through the clues. Right.
Is that all the evidence? How are we meant to solve this with so little to go on?
Well, because Mim's a smart ass. What do you want, baby?
You scared me. When did you pop out?
The two pieces of evidence that you found are related to the attack on Shamari. Miss Sparkle didn't leave them lying around for no reason. They're clues to the puzzle.
Right.
But there are still some other clues that were placed in other areas, so they won't spoil the crime scene.
In other words, we gotta go looking.
Isn't that a bit unnecessary?
No. It's disruptive to have a stack of irrelevant things crowding a crime scene. Miss Sparkle is a law-abiding citizen who'd never bring extra trouble to the family.
I feel like that's bullshit.
Seems quite nice of her, if you ask me.
Looks like Miss Sparkle is adding a little spice to the investigation. Let's take her up on her offer then.
Black Swan's hot,
Mr.
guys, I'm just saying.
Detective, this way.
Also, I wanted to bring up something while I'm running to the next bit. So, I realized I haven't actually completed the other companion missions yet. And I haven't done them on my no commentary account yet because I haven't had the chance to. So, if you guys want, I can basically go back and record it all. And basically just do like a companion playthrough week. If you're interested in that, let me know.
What's this little device?
Why am my
here
phone
for?
going off so much?
Could you please let me know?
Go away.
It looks like a little button.
Yeah.
Don't push it, Lady Black Swan. Whatever you do, don't push it. That's the mutually assured destruction button that Miss Sparkle installed. Once pushed, Miss Sparkle and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
That just makes me want to press it.
Miss Sparkle also has her own button. The second she pushes it, you and the entirety of Penacony will instantaneously go up in smoke.
That sounds like both buttons can do the exact same thing.
That's bullshit, right?
Correct. Exactly the same.
Oh,
Aren't you going to ask me why?
okay.
Why?
Because she is fair.
Oh, really?
This is nuts.
Yep, it is. But you know what? We've done weirder stuff on this channel. And I had to put some hand cream on because my hands are like... I have this weird thing that if my hands are left out in the cold for too long, my hands get like really, really dry to the point they actually get quite cracky and painful. So I have to keep applying hand cream onto my hands. So I am not worrying about it. There you go. A huge pom-pom toy.
What's this? A plush toy?
It's pom-pom.
Regardless of why it's designed to look like a conductor aboard the Astral Express, this doll, is it connected to the case?
Might be.
Have you ever heard of something called a red herring in detective stories? It's a fake clue that leads you down the wrong path.
Yeah, but it's cute though.
I see. But when it's so obvious, doesn't that defeat the purpose?
Very true.
That's just in case you didn't realize the ingenuity of Miss Sparkle and were worried about her throwing out a random useless clue.
Why does it sound like they're defending her?
I see. Thank you for your keen insight. Then, let's pretend we were misled by a red herring.
God.
This doll, could it be connected to the case?
I love the voice acting with her.
You don't have to play along that hard, you know.
Sampo, shut up. I'm not happy that you're even in it, if I'm being honest. Right. Oh, gosh. Quickly sneak up here. Oh! That was an amazing sound effect. That's made me very happy. There's a note up here.
This notice seems like a hint for us from Miss Sparkle.
Okay, what's it say? To prevent criminals from hurting our great and lovely Miss Sparkle, the Goldhammer residents shall abide by the following regulations from today onwards. All retainers and visitors must enter and exit the Golden Hammer residence using facial recognition system. Those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot. These regulations are in effect indefinitely.
That sounded like a story from ancient times. And why did the facial recognition system suddenly go out?
This is so her style, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know her very well. But I love her.
Doesn't look like there are any more clues. Let's head back to the crime scene.
Okay.
Next, should we pin down the identity of the perpetrator? This evidence, I've been staring at it all day, but there's nothing that can identify the perp.
That's bullshit.
Lefton, that guy lost his hand. Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right?
Okay, what's that got to do with anything?
I remember this one best. Right has a broken leg.
Well, it has two broken legs.
Why don't we flip the question and start by asking who couldn't be the murderer? After all, there are only 3 suspects, so elimination could be a valid method.
Yeah.
If you put it like that, then do you already have someone in mind? Tell me, come on.
Okay. Right, so first off, it couldn't be Lefton because he's only got one hand, so you wouldn't be able to lift the hammer. So, Wright can do it because he has a broken leg, but that didn't happen until after. So it's not him.
Is the murderer?
Oh, that's glitched.
Lefton, that guy lost his hand.
Yeah. That guy lost his hand. Yes?
Based on the bailiff's statement, Lefton's dominant hand was seriously injured to the point where he had to learn how to live using only his left hand. Swinging that giant sledgehammer to murder someone, that must be hard for him. Probably impossible.
Yep.
Lefton's suspicion level can be downgraded.
Beautiful.
So, who exactly is the... I remember this one best. Wright has a broken leg.
I want to say the hammer again, but I don't feel like that's the case.
20 minutes later.
Oh, wait, of course.
So,
Facial recognition.
exactly is the murderer? Remember Zhongshan's face was disfigured after the incident at the cliff? Right.
Yeah. Goldhammer residence security regulations saying that those who cannot pass through the facial recognition system will be killed on the spot.
Guy. He was seriously injured and was all wrapped up in bandages to keep his good looks safe. If that's the case, then he couldn't have made it through the Goldhammer residence's facial
And his legs don't get broken until after.
That would suggest that Zhongshan is not the murderer.
Yeah.
By process of elimination, it seems that only Wright could be the murderer. That was easy. Let's
Yeah, that was easy. Bro, you didn't do anything. God damn it.
The murderer is Wright.
Yep.
Woo! As expected, you didn't disappoint, Lady Black Swan. Game rules stipulate I must tell you where the next puzzle is.
Why?
Huh? The next puzzle? I didn't sign up for this.
Shut up.
Looks like the key to winning lies not in the puzzle itself, but in the motives behind Miss Sparkle's strange behavior. I'm afraid this chase may just go on forever.
Beautiful. Love that.
I have to remind you that Sparkle is a masked fool? Do you plan on finding logic in the mind of a masked fool?
Nope.
That's exactly what I plan on doing.
Oh, never mind then.
Even if it's just subjective, there must be an overall principle behind the behavior. Memories cannot lie.
Eek.
And hers may just understand more about her than she does herself.
Maybe.
Right now, let's follow her train of thought and head to the next puzzle. I hope this time we can get ahead of the Bloodhound family. I want to try and avoid using my Memo Keeper powers.
Right, okay, let's get to the next crime scene quick then.
So why are you so focused on Sparkle's challenge? Or should I ask, are you more focused on Sparkle herself?
I mean, Sparkle is hot. I'm just saying, I saw her and I was like, yep. Men be pulling for that.
I told you, it's purely out of a spirit of competitiveness. And as a Memo Keeper, I also have to fulfill my responsibilities and harvest some interesting memories.
From her. Interesting. Okay. Let me know in the comments what you guys actually think of Black Swan and Sparkle. Like, are you pulling for them, or for Black Swan at least, did you get her? If not, and you're not going for either of them, who are you saving for and why?
Whoa, this place is a complete mess. And those two weirdos are probably here too.
Yay.
There's nobody else at the scene. Seems like Miss Sparkle used the same method to send dreamers back to reality. Let's talk to those two there, then.
Okay.
Oh, Detective Black Swan and Detective Sampo. You finally made it!
Yay, he's been identified as a detective.
We do without your help.
Why are you talking like that? Is this some sort of artistic performance that young people are into these days?
Is there something wrong with the way we are talking? Deputy Sheriff, am I talking in a strange way?
What is this?
Of course not, Sheriff. The way you talk is no stranger than the cat that climbs the apple tree in my grandma's backyard.
What?
Huh. The skit this time is a modernist one.
Let's discuss this difficult case then. The victim is a galactic business magnate named Sparkle.
Of course, their name's Sparkle.
Her again? Sparkle really is obsessed with scripting her own death.
Foreshadowing?
Oh, for the laughter. If you undercut me one more time, I swear I'm gonna kick you in the butt. Miss Sparkle came to the fashion store to buy herself a brand new tie. She didn't come back out.
Why would she need a tie?
After a long time, the shopkeeper went in to see what was going on. But instead, discovered Miss Sparkle's body. She had been strangled to death.
Wasn't me, was it?
There were 3 suspects on the scene. Namely, a Pepeshi shopkeeper named Reddit, a Foxian gambler named Zhongshan,
What
and
here?
a wealthy Intellitron trader called Lefton.
Same names.
Friends.
Yep.
It's not just to aid your memory. We've added more descriptions to help tell them apart. Miss Sparkle is so gracious. Based on surveillance footage, witness testimony, and various pieces of evidence, the killer is ultimately among these three, and they were not working in cahoots.
You're too lazy to be a suspect, right?
Oh, for the laughter! If I talk anymore with you, it'll make my pure soul filthy! Detective Black Swan, the dossiers are over here. You can learn more about the suspect from me. I trust you'll be able to cut through the hogwash and find out who Miss Sparkle's killer is.
Okay, so we're going to talk to the deputy sheriff about the suspect. This whole quest is weird, man.
The identities of these suspects to you. It's very straightforward.
Wild music.
First of all, is the shopkeeper right? He's one of the Papashi people, and only stands as tall as Sparkle's waist, which is often a source of teasing for him. He can get pretty salty about it.
Okay, so he's going to be too short to be able to choke her. Got it.
Next up, you have the merchant Lefton. He wants to join up with the Penacony Trading Guild and is in direct competition with Miss Sparkle. That could be a motive for killing her. Finally, there is the gambler Zhongshan. He lost a bet to Miss Sparkle, and he had to hand over his family heirloom. It's possible he harbored a grudge against her.
Out of those three, the second two are the most likely.
That's all the information we have. Do you need me to repeat it?
Nope, I got it.
That won't be necessary. I remember it all.
Okay, right. Look at the evidence.
There's an accounting book lying on the ground. It must have been specially placed there by Sparkle.
On the title page is written Chen Katan. Is that someone's name? A code name. Oh, I think it's the name of the owner of this book.
This Jian Katong person should be Sparkle's targeted victim this time around.
Right. That doesn't really help us very much.
And there's the tie.
That skit before said that the deceased was strangled. Is this tie some kind of joke murder weapon?
The tag on the tie reads, only for Imperial Master Lefton. Seems like it's one of Miss Sparkle's personal belongings.
Interesting.
That's not how you use the word imperial.
I still don't get what Sampo's doing here, if I'm being honest, but start through the clues we've got so far. Okay. Do we have to go back in the TV?
It's just like the first case then. Only 2 pieces of evidence. The rest hidden inside her memories again, right?
Yep, 100%. Fuck, I'm out of tea again. Give me a minute. Right, okay, I am back, and I have got a cup of tea that husband made for me, so I'm buzzing. Right.
Sparkle doesn't want to distract your investigation.
Then why are you speaking?
She doesn't want to distract our investigation? What a law-abiding citizen this Sparkle is. Why doesn't she surrender then?
Does that be ruining the fun, my boy? Enter the room where Sparkle hid clues to the puzzle. Oh, fucking A. Okay, right, hold on. Let's go into this thing. I'm not gonna lie, I like the concept, but like doing it in practice is annoying. Right, let's see if we can get this done then. After being shrunk by Boston, climbing the staircase becomes as challenging as a mountain hike. Let's try another route. You kidding me? Can't even go through a door. This isn't just short people problems right now. Oh, it's fine, because I can just turn back into a human. That's fine. There we go. Right. Okay, what's this?
A little stool that seems quite normal. There are 2 small footprints drawn on it in crayon.
The footprints, which are half as big as standard, must belong to a Papashi person.
Perhaps it's just that this person's drawing skills are extraordinary.
I don't think so. Wouldn't be that difficult. So that must belong to right. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And everything up there, but we're gonna have to teleport there to make that work. To see the everything in this staircase.
What's that smell? Why is there a smoked red herring there?
Fake clue.
Mr. Sampo, take a look. This is a wonderful smoked red herring.
Somebody save me from this cringe joke.
Even among the fools I know, Miss Sparkle's sense of humor stands out from the rest.
Have you dealt with many masked fools before?
Probably she has.
No, only a handful. After all, I prefer warm memories baked in sunshine. They're the ones that usually belong to kind people.
We saying that Sparkle is not kind? Smoked red herring. Okay, that's got to be a fake one. Now let's work out how we can get to the next bit. There we go. Up here we come, and there's now a massive clock.
This clock is
broken.
Open it up and take a look.
Oh crap. I hate this puzzle so much. Right, there you go. Okay. They do that. I don't like those puzzles. They confuse the fuck out of me. Yay.
Oh, there's a ring inside. This is evidence too.
Hey,
Why
ring.
was it planted inside another device?
To hide it?
Because this ring was found inside the victim's mouth. We want to reconstruct the scene of the crime.
Oh no.
In the victim's mouth.
Hey, there's something engraved inside the ring. John Sean family heirloom.
Inside her mouth.
Should be it. Let's head out.
Hold on, if it was in her mouth, then surely it wouldn't be the guy who killed her.
Thank you, Mr. Assistant Detective. But the puzzle this time is pretty strange.
I don't like the music.
Have you found out who the killer is?
Working it out.
Just some shallow intuition. Anyway, let's report back to the sheriff for now.
Okay, because this is so fucking weird, this quest.
Oh, for the laughter! Didn't think I'd be seeing Detective Black Swan so soon. Was that? You found out who the killer is?
Not quite.
Pretty much.
Oh, never mind.
You live up to your reputation, Detective Black Swan. As smart as the nest of magpies roosting in the roof of my Uncle Frank's garage.
This guy is mixing up his birds here.
It's pronounced garage. I'm British, not American.
Then go ahead. Who is the killer, and what evidence do you have to prove the case?
Okay. Identify the murderer or do not identify. Think again. Identify.
Good. Then let us appreciate your powers of deduction.
Okie dokie. Right. So. First thing. I gotta think. Hold on. Right.
Have you solved the case?
Shut up.
Wright is a Papeshi citizen, and Miss Sparkle was a low-key bigot, always laughing at his height.
Maybe the pedestal?
This stool is a piece of evidence, right?
That's right. That's the one. Miss Sparkle always teased poor Wright until he was unable to take it any longer. Eventually, murderous intent was born. Taking advantage of his position, he stole Lefton's tie and told Miss Sparkle, "Miss, please come with me to the changing room. I'd like to show you a matching tie." Miss Sparkle never thought Wright would retaliate against her, so she went back with him to the changing room. As Wright stood atop the stool and helped Miss Sparkle try on the tie as usual.
And then began to strangle.
And suddenly pulled it tight. And that's how how he killed Miss Sparkle. What a tragedy! If it weren't for your incisive detective work, the murderer would still be at large.
Is something wrong here?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
too easy.
too easy. The first case wasn't hard, but this one.
Could be multiple.
As you can imagine, the conclusions that the evidence points to are not mutually exclusive. Which means, this is probably another prank from Miss Sparkle. Mr. Assistant Detective, please feel free to point out a suspect as the murderer.
Ah, I see. Sheriff, the murderer is Lefton. The evidence is the tie, right?
Correct, Detective Sampo. I never thought you'd be able to deduce the truth.
Well, thank God I didn't have to do it.
Sheriff, the murderer is right. The evidence is the stool, right?
Yes! For the laughter, how did I fail to realize this formidable
Oh.
intellect of yours?
Then, right from the start, there was no murderer. The evidence is the ring. Whatever, I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Goodness me! Deputy Sheriff, is he really a genius? How
So
could
she,
such
so
an
it's saying yes
incredible
regardless
mystery
of what
be
we
solved so
say.
easily by him?
That's interesting.
Oh.
Look, Miss Sparkle has given us a puzzle where every single answer is correct.
I take it so seriously. Miss Sparkle is a masked fool, not a masked genius. If it's a challenging puzzle you want, please go out there and turn right until you get to the Intelligentsia Guild. We're only responsible for providing an entertaining
But
detective
why?
experience.
I'm so confused though. Why is she doing this?
Since our genius detective Black Swan has cracked the case, I will now share Miss Sparkle's next puzzle with you.
How many more?
So that's it? This is just going to go on and on forever? We can't do that.
Sampo being a bitch.
Then I wish you both the best. Oh yes, if you're not in a hurry, I can tell you the answers for some of the outcomes you never chose.
Okay, we gotta go to the next crime scene. Jesus fucking Christ, this is gonna take me ages.
Just as you said, solving puzzles is all just a cover for something else. That girl is toying with us. What should we do now? Just keep getting led around by her?
Truly, Miss Sparkle is a fascinating person. She seems chaotic inside, but easy enough to understand. Like a performer on the stage or a child hungering for attention.
She's kinda like me in a way.
This game will be over soon. This time, we're going to catch her.
What makes you so sure? Oh, there's enemies here.
Miss Black Swan, Mr. Sampo, you're finally here. I am the famed detective of Paniconi, and next to me here is my assistant detective.
I thought we were the detectives.
Murder in a locked room has left us all stumped.
Oh, fucking hell.
As expected, another change in setting.
Danganronpa's taught me well, people.
Today, my assistant and I were visiting the famed artist Miss Sparkle, and we stayed the night. But this morning, Miss Sparkle didn't come out of her bedroom.
Right.
The butler, Jean-Chen, said that the door was locked from inside, so we ought not to have disturbed her. But Miss Sparkle had never slept in so late. And no matter how hard he knocked, there was no answer from inside.
Right.
As soon as I heard, I knew something must have happened. So I acted decisively and broke the door down to get inside. The room was covered in spattered blood.
Oh, gosh.
Miss Sparkle's body was lying right in the middle, her face white as snow. One look told me she'd been dead for some time.
Okay. Right.
Quickly, I grabbed the artist canvas to staunch Miss Sparkle's blood, but alas, poor Miss Sparkle. She's left us now forever.
So she must have been murdered during the night then.
Jean-Chen, the butler, Lefton, the cook, and Wright, the driver, were also at the scene of the crime. What would you like to do?
Presumably, Miss Sparkle is now carefully arranging the next crime scene, right? Why don't you skip all this rigmarole and just have a heart-to-heart conversation with me. It might tickle a little.
Wait up! Wait up!
Honest kid. I know where you are, Miss Sparkle.
No cheating!
Oh, Mr. Assistant Detective. You seem to be getting anxious.
Oh, they're working together.
No, it's... This locked room murder case is pretty fun. I want to guess who it was.
Bullshit.
Let's go. Can't keep a girl waiting, can we?
No, it's not very gentlemanlike.
Wait up! Miss Sparkle has one final message to announce.
What's that?
Ding-a-ling! Now comes the most exciting and
Oh.
romantic moment in any drama. The audience challenge.
She's got a
Everyone
fedora.
knows that the mighty
Not a
Master
fedora, sorry, a
Chief
cap.
can change her appearance to look like others. And in this drama, the villain Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. So then, I put to you, which character is it?
Oh shit.
Also, if you're interested in the locked room case that the memo keeper ignored, you can try out your powers of deduction. I put lots into coming up with the puzzle, so don't let it go to waste. Thus, the masked genius Miss Sparkle has thrown down the gauntlet. All the clues are in motion. Happy hunting!
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I love her even more the more that this quest is being played on. Let's hurry to her hiding spot, which is back here. I want to see I want to see my short stack
Miss, why didn't you just do this earlier?
because I wanted to.
Such a crude approach violates my aesthetics of memory. But as a means to an end, I need to put this aside for a more indifferent process.
Oh, that scares me, boys. What does she mean? She's a trash can.
There's
Really?
no weird, sweet dreams truth. Nor is there evidence strewn all over the place. I finally caught up with her. But what's that thing? A Bella Boggian trash can? In Penacony?
You would know, wouldn't you, Sampo?
Dear memo keeper, Mr. Coldfeet, you made it.
Cold feet.
I didn't expect you to skip the final puzzle. That's on me. All right. Miss Sparkle cares not for the faults of ants like me. Come then.
Keep dropping everything on my desk. Keep knocking it over.
Listen up. What creature has 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night?
What?
No murder case this time around.
This is a riddle. Okay.
Sometimes it's nice to take things easy. Come on, dear. Give me your answer then.
What was the riddle? Sweet dreams true?
Seeing as we're in Penacony, the answer is Sweet Dreams True. Right?
And that was a guess.
Womp womp. Wrong answer. That's funky, but a wild guess.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Sparkle.
That wasn't on the fucking
When
list.
sleepy in the morning, she can't get out of bed. She runs about all afternoon in a fluster, so is exhausted by evening, but has to still raise a hand to hold a toothbrush. Poor Sparkle.
Fucking mood, honestly.
4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the evening.
Oh, this is cool.
What the heck was that jibber jabber?
Girl.
Such a cute answer.
Thanks for the compliment, my dear. But you can't try to fool me, seeing as you've just tried to cheat.
Me?
Wrong answer.
I clicked a random button. That was not cheating. That was making an educational guess. Oh, okay. Right. Break Lordy trash can's weakness as soon as possible. I am being beaten up by a trash can. So, let's see
What would you
how
like to
good
know this time?
Kafka and Black Swan are together. This is going to be interesting.
Again, still tight.
There we go. Yay! We passed the trial. Thank God. I thought Kafka was going to die.
Holy smokes! What's up with this guy? He just came out swinging from nowhere.
Yeah, because he's a twat. Oh, we actually knocked him over and everything. Oh, whoops.
No voices? This guy's pretty quiet. Miss, let's hurry up. Flip open the lid and
Them
find the
thighs,
girl.
though. God damn.
Wait. Don't move. Something's off.
Miss, you killed Sparkle.
Excuse me?
A body has been discovered!
What?
How is this possible? How can people die inside Penacony's dreamscape? In the Garden of Recollection. What did you do?
Excuse me? One, that is beautiful, but also, what the fuck?
You did this, didn't you? Killing people in their dreams. Only the Remembrance has the powers to do that. You planned it out all from the start because she teased you and was pranking you. You wanted to kill her.
No.
Oh, I understand. You refused to let me go because you wanted to drag me into all of this. If I don't agree, I'll end up just like she did.
There is no death inside Penacony's dreamscape. That's the promise of the family and the blessing of the harmony. Not even a memo keeper can break this barrier. There's no need to take such great pains. If you just want confirmation, I've already told you the answer, Miss Sparkle.
Miss Sparkle! Who are you talking to?
You. Sparkle has disguised herself as another character. Wouldn't that be you, Mr. Sampo?
This? Don't jump to conclusions.
She's playing
If you want to accuse me
Sampo?
of being Sparkle, you have to provide the evidence. Oh, I'm afraid evidence is a little too hard to come by. So, deduction will do.
Hmm.
The hint for the final question was a little too obvious.
Oh, you mean the locked room murder? I thought you weren't doing that one.
All the painstaking effort that Miss Sparkle put into it. How could I ever miss it?
Excuse me?
The key to solving the puzzle lay in two pieces of information put forward by the detectives. First, the large splatter of blood at the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Second, the victim had been dead for some time.
Okay.
Based on my shallow understanding, I can only draw two conclusions. One is that the murderer did not need to create a locked room case, because a locked room always needs a reason to exist.
Okay, that's making sense. So I'm thinking back to Danganronpa V3 now, when there was the locked room murder mystery with the effigies and when Kyo killed Tenko and Angie's death in particular. Because the reason that he created that locked room mystery was because he wanted to basically hide the fact that, you know, the murder had occurred elsewhere. So that makes sense.
But, based on the detective's description, this locked room did not delay the discovery of the body.
Yeah.
There was no third party at the crime scene to frame, and the blood everywhere didn't look like a faked suicide.
Right.
That being so, the murderer seems to have no reason for creating a locked room.
Uh-huh.
There's also reason to speculate that if the crime scene was a locked room, then its creator might not necessarily be the murderer. As for my second conclusion, it's even more obvious still. When everyone broke into the scene of the crime, why did the assistant rush off to staunch the blood? A trained professional was somehow happily destroying a crime scene just to save someone who's obviously been dead a while. The answer is simple. It's because the assistant detective is the murderer.
Ah.
I was in such a hurry that I didn't hear the whole mystery. I tentatively speculated that the murderer had killed the victim the night before, but hadn't locked the door from the inside.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
So, when he learned this piece of information, he realized that the victim had created their own locked room mystery. That's why he had to rush to the crime scene as soon as possible, to confirm whether or not the victim left any evidence implicating him. And, judging by his behavior, it probably had something to do with that canvas. Like some final words.
She's not bad, people.
Of course, this is just a simple mind game. The answer to the puzzle isn't important. Miss Sparkle just wanted to pass on one hint to me. That the murderer is the assistant detective.
Being Sampo.
Which means it's you, Mr. Sampo.
Look at him.
I've been using this term of address, but it was you who first came up with it.
Has anyone ever told you that you're more like a detective than a memo keeper?
Nah, she's just intelligent.
In my opinion, there is no difference between the two. Follow ripples along the surface of the water. Use some abilities and tricks to keep diving deeper. And touch that secret deep inside people's hearts.
Oh, my head is spinning.
Carefully.
Why?
The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Exquisite reasoning, and very close to the truth. But I have another answer. Would you like to hear it?
Hit me.
Another answer?
I'm listening.
The great artiste Sparkle locked herself away in her bedroom, using red paint to create the semblance of spattered blood everywhere. And that assistant detective who was first on the scene, who confirmed her death,
Right.
was not the murderer, but rather an accomplice who assisted her in faking her own death.
Okay.
What a pity. Such a pity. My dear, you were so close to the right answer. Unfortunately, the right answer is... Miss Sparkle's body.
What?
Sparkle was disguised as Sparkle's body.
That makes no sense.
Ding-a-ling! I won!
Hi, baby girl. Look at you.
Does Miss Sparkle's body even count as a real character?
Absolutely not.
Why not? Miss Sparkle's body appeared in all 3 of those skits just then.
True.
It's a little bit forced, but it's fine. So, who is this Mr. Sampo then?
Sparkle as well.
Beautiful lady. I already confessed everything to you earlier on. I really didn't know a thing. I just...
Oh my god. So is this the real Sampo then?
That's all.
Or is it another masked fool pretending to be Sampo?
So I've been running a fool's errand this whole time.
Rip.
My dear, why so serious?
Flies. I can't get over it.
Having a great time. I have at least.
You are so cute. You will be mine.
Take memories, and I get joy. We get what we need from each other. Seeing as we're such kindred spirits, but also such loners. Why don't you come and work with me?
Oh, she winked.
We can dance ballet together.
Oh? Am I understanding this correctly? A masked fool inviting me to work together.
A show of unprecedented splendor is about to be staged in Penacony. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes.
Hold on, I just had a thought. They're not foreshadowing more deaths, are they? Because, like, in all seriousness, they could be foreshadowing deaths here, and that scares me.
If you want to appreciate this drama, you have to stand up under that spotlight as you take the stage and watch the dancing envelop you. Come with me. This is the best seat in the house.
I don't really understand why you're so fixated on destroying family barriers. But, as I said before, a memo keeper can't help you. It's frankly above my pay grade.
The hell is going on between these two?
Also, I don't consider you a loner. Oh, I don't mean him, but rather behind you. The one who hired you to come to Penacony probably doesn't want you secretly linking up with other forces, right?
How did you know?
Memory is like the deep blue sea. But if you try to catch 2 fish with 1 cast, you might not be satisfied with your catch.
So, you mean you're refusing?
Oh no.
Memo Keeper, did you think you could just leave?
Oh shit.
Why not?
I don't want to scare you. You'll know the answer sooner or later.
She's chaos and I love it.
You know each other a little today. If you
Oh
ever
shit.
change your mind,
Sorry.
come find me at the tavern.
She's
That
so
is,
short.
if you can
She's
find
literally at the height of her booba. She can literally put her head on her booba.
Let's go, Sampo? Sampo. Who is Sampo?
Yeah.
This is Bellabog, right?
Oh. Was he mind corrupted?
Why not? Don't worry. Such a crude approach violates my statics of memory. So once you leave my sight, you'll be able to remember everything again. And also, I'm sorry, my dear. My dream dance partner? I've already got sights on someone else.
Us? What?
Did you notice its nested structure?
I completely forgot we were in a dreamscape, I'm not gonna lie.
Captivating as being in a dream within a dream.
Edward, can you tell me?
That's the end of this Black Swan's dream.
Fuck.
Are you satisfied?
Sampo turned out to be...
I noticed that the people in your dream were familiar to you. It's worth repeating that dreams are just dreams. And in Penacony, dreams can be processed.
I'm so confused.
Things in our dreams cannot be trusted. Let alone someone else's dreamscape. If there's any information that you'd like to confirm, please do so by the cold hard light of reality. Sweet dreams.
Ah.
Really? I wouldn't do anything to her.
Oh?
Don't worry about that, Memo Keeper. Let's talk about my thing. I've helped you out with everything you've asked.
I'm so confused. Is this the real Sampo or not, guys? Please help me out.
Would you give my mask back to me now?
Since when did the masked fools suddenly start respecting agreements?
So Sampo is a member of the Masked Fools from day one?
Just kidding. I loved seeing that look on your face. Take this key to the tavern cellar, 3rd barrel on the left. You never saw me.
Oh my god, she is so short. You know what? That do be how it feels with everyone else. With me, honestly, I am like that short in real life.
But Sampo, after all this time, what made you suddenly want to take back your mask?
Or he
This
was.
doesn't seem like the Sampo I know.
And then he got trapped on Belobog?
Let me guess. A catastrophe is coming to Urello 6. Am I right?
Uh-oh.
Well, no comment about that. But I love that line you said. If you're too late to take the stage, you can work behind the scenes. That really makes sense.
That does explain Sampo in a nutshell, doesn't it?
Sometimes even an old-timer like me feels like taking the stage
And making a fool out of myself.
Yeah, you do that on a daily, mate, because you're being replaced by Black Swan, mate.
If you're all out of options, please get in touch with me. I'm the kind of person who values friendship highly.
You are so full of mystery, and I want you so bad.
Forget it. You'll be doing me a favor if you stay away from Belobog. After all, the elation that Miss Sparkle seeks isn't something old Sampo can stand by. Go tell Giovanni I said hi.
Who the fuck is Giovanni? Where did you know that, Annie?
Fine, I'm just spitballing here. Don't take it so seriously.
Huh.
Why so serious?
He just wants to play, man. The Sampo is a member of the Masked Fools. Shit. Oh, fuck. Well, I forgot. Black Swan sent you a message request. Oh, Mimsy, I imagine you have already seen that dream bubble. Relax, I just want to know if anyone has come looking for you yet. You're a Black Swan? Indeed, the memo keeper you know. She says a wubbaboo. That's adorable. I'll make this simple. That fool named Sparkle is currently searching all over the place for that dream bubble. I do not know what her intentions are, but allowing it to slip into her hands will only make the situation more confusing. Can you do me a favor and go to reclaim that dream bubble? Okay. Why? Your gratitude is reassuring. I will go with you. But I don't remember where that dream bubble was left. Can you remind me? How can a memo keeper forget a memory? Are you really Black Swan? You figured me out? Well, I'm not a true memo keeper after all. Told you. I can't believe you figured me out so quickly. How dull. Pranks are all about the back and forth. You've seen how much fun I have with that memory keeper. You should learn from her, young nameless. This is just the beginning. I'll be back. This is Sparkle texting, isn't it? Bring it on, bitch. This user does not exist. Oh, okay. So that sounds like we're going to be getting more Sparkle in 2.1. But also the fact that that's now making me nervous because I actually am genuinely scared that this probably means that Sparkle is going to be coming into play. And
discard your worthless destiny.
In fact, you know what? Give me a couple of moments. I'm going to have a think and just recollect my thoughts from that quest. Okay, right. So I've had to think about this quest. There's a few things that I want to point out. First off, all 3 deaths have mirrored or been similar to the deaths that we've already experienced in game, being Firefly and Robin. There is also hints that maybe other characters are involved, so I'm thinking maybe like Sunday or Adventurine, since they're kind of the characters close to those particular individuals. But one thing I do want to point out is that it does come across that Sparkle has got a bigger grand scheme of things. She's definitely coming across more... She's kind of coming across like the Cacolia of Belobog, basically. Or something equivalent. So she's got a big plan. Like, we have learned from that Sampo is most likely an ex-masked fool. Because if those of you who remember, he was talking to a TV before he left. Like, at the end of the Belobog part of the arc of the game and the story. And he was talking about an audience, which is something that a masked fool, I think, would probably do. And he also mentioned another character, Giovanni. Now, do I think that's going to be a playable character in the future? That is definitely a possibility. But I do think Firefly's death may be a part of a bigger grand scheme of things. But I still love the character. I still love Sparkle's design and her, like, aesthetic. I absolutely love it. And plus, I think her attitude and her character match her appearance as well. And that's something I always seem to struggle quite a bit with in games. But let me know what you guys thought of this, because I'm always down to listen to your theories. And if any of you have any good points you want to raise or anything I may have potentially missed, then definitely let me know.